Yeah, dude, YouTube, welcome back to my channel. Welcome if it's your first time. Welcome back if you are an old faithful. How's it been, guys? Like, what's up? Wagwan, Medea. I've had a very interesting year. More about that later. This is not like an update video. I am long overdue for a nursing update. My name is MelisaMarie. For those who are brand new to my channel, I am a registered nurse. I documented pretty much my entire nursing journey here on YouTube and my start into nursing. I started in the NICU straight out of Compton. In the NICU straight out of nursing school, and that's kind of where my heart lives and lies, in the NICU birthing world. And so yeah, I've not done a work update in quite a while, so this is definitely long overdue. So I'm definitely just gonna give you guys a good update on how my nursing life has been. So things have been very different. So if you're interested to know what nursing has been like for me in the last year, definitely stay tuned. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'm trying to make a comeback, guys, for the fall. I don't know as yet. We still, who knows, but trying to make a little comeback for the fall. But for now, I will give you guys the full update as to what's been happening in my nursing life. Last we spoke, I believe, was me quitting my very first nursing job. I, again, started in the NICU straight out of nursing school. Though everybody kept saying, you gotta start med surg, you gotta do this. You don't gotta do anything you don't want to do. Let's start with that. You do whatever you feel like is best for you. And for me at the time, it was, going into the NICU. And I have zero regrets for making that transition from nursing school to the NICU. Definitely one of the best things I could have done. But leaving my first nursing job was definitely necessary at that moment. I did wait till I hit my 1 year. I believe I was like a year and a month in to that job, and I was like, okay, it's time. Then I went and got another NICU job. I went from a regular hospital setting where it was like adults also seen there and children and babies and stuff like that. And it was a birthing center, so people would come to have their children at that facility, and then if something were to go wrong, then we had the NICU there as backup. So I was in a level 4 NICU before, and I transitioned into a new level 4 NICU, but instead of it being like a regular hospital, it was a children's hospital. And so leaving that first job, going into the new job, I didn't realize just how different it would be going from like a regular hospital to a children's hospital. It's definitely, it's extremely different. Everything is suited for kids in the children's hospital. Like, the vibe is just how the setup is. Everything is for children in the children's hospital. You're not gonna see any adult patients for the most part. Every now and then they'll have like somebody like who's had sickle cells since they were young, or whatever they may have going on. But if they are an adult and they don't need to be treated there, they'll get transferred to an adult hospital. So yeah, going into the children's hospital was definitely different. My particular hospital was state of the art. It is, to this day, it is the top, one of the top children's hospitals in the entire world. I definitely am very proud to have worked there. I no longer work there, as you can tell I'm talking in past tense. I no longer work there, but I'm proud to have spent several months there. I learned so much. Definitely an excellent teaching facility. I would recommend it to anyone, but also very heavy. By the nature of it being a children's hospital, there were a lot of resources there that weren't at the birthing facility. So at the birthing facility where I was before, I started my own IVs, I monitored my lines, I did my fluid changes, I did all my drips. I did everything basically on my own. I didn't have a lot of like micromanaging and hovering over me, because I don't know if it was just a lack of resources or what, but we weren't really micromanaged as much as I was at this children's hospital. At this children's hospital, also, it was a vast size difference, going from 50 beds to 100 plus beds, right? So now at this children's hospital, where it's a much larger operation, you have like five, there's 4 wings, 5, like 20 managers, right? Or CNL, like clinical nursing leaders and stuff like that. You have a lot of people in leadership who are constantly around and available for you if you need the help, or if you have a question about something. So it's definitely good. It's a good place to start. But for somebody who's already experienced, it was not my favorite, because I yeah, again, I just didn't like the micromanagement of it all. And then also, again, going from a birthing facility to a children's hospital, I missed not being able to go to births. I really enjoyed deliveries, triaging, resuscitating babies when they're born, going to C-sections, going to vaginal births. Like, I really loved that part of the NICU. So it's definitely sad for me getting rid of that part. Once you're at a children's hospital, you were transferred here. So you were born wherever you were born, and whatever birthing unit you were born in, and then there's a problem, and then they transferred you to where I was. So that was definitely an adjustment for me in the world of NICU. But again, great facility. I don't have anything bad to say overall, but you know, it was very heavy all the time. So like I said, that was one of the top, if not the top hospital in like the whole world. So we'd have people like being flown in from Dubai, or flown in from Alaska, flown in from Brazil. Like, we had people flown in from all over the world for their children to receive care. And that's because, you know, you go everywhere else first, and then you come to us as a last resort, because if hospital A, B, C, and D didn't fix you, then clearly we could fix you at hospital F, because we were just that great. So, you know, that being said, a lot of kids were extremely sick. A lot of babies were really, really sick. And so I definitely saw a lot more death and loss in the children's hospital than I did in my birthing facility. So at the birthing facility, you know, those patients were mostly, I mean, there were some sick babies there too, some really, really small ones, like the 22, 23 weeker that we had that was like transparent when she was born, and, you know, like eyes still fused together. Like, we have small babies that are super sick as well, or like, you know, heart defects and things like that. But at this facility, I'm telling you, the level of sick was a different caliber of sick. So yeah, that just kind of took a toll on my mental in a way that I didn't anticipate. I don't know if it's because of my personal history with dealing with prematurity and babies or what, but it was just a lot for me to handle emotionally. So long story short, where I am currently, my boss reached out to me actually on LinkedIn and said, you know, I'd be a great fit based on my resume, their company. And so I did a couple shadows, and then eventually set them up on the offer. And so my current position, I am a supervisor. I'm a clinical nursing supervisor. I work in home health, case management type of deal. And so what I do is, basically, I work with NICU graduates and PICU graduates mostly. So babies when they come home from the NICU, or PICU kids when they, you know, get to go home, we basically work to make sure that they're safe at home and they can remain at home. So but I'm a supervisor, so obviously I don't do one-to-one with the patients. I have nurses who do it, LPNs, RNs, you know, they work with the patients, but I supervise those people to make sure that they're doing the appropriate things. I provide education to them, or education to the parents, whether it's like babies coming home with a trach and a G-tube, showing them how to change the trach when it's step time, how to change the G button, or signs to look out for, signs and symptoms of infection, like that kind of stuff. It's definitely a lot of teaching and education is in this role, and just making sure that the kids are safe. We just want to make sure that they're safe. So this is definitely a different kind of role. It's like a hybrid kind of role. I can work from home a lot of times. The schedule is technically 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, but it doesn't really give that, because, you know, I make my own schedule. So with my caseload, for insurance purposes, because we bill through insurance, for insurance purposes, we have to see our patients every 60 days at least to recertify that they definitely need these services. So, you know, for example, if I have a patient who has seizure disorder, I would go out every 60 days, check in with mom, check in with the nurse or nurses who are on the case, make sure that they're assessing the patient appropriately. I'm checking their documentation, making sure that, you know, they're putting everything right, checking for their meds, like, do they have their PRN meds available, like, you know, diazepam or Diastat, which is the typical med that you would give to like a patient who has seizure disorder, rectally also, fun fact. Although they have a nasal spray now. I heard that they're going to a nasal spray with like Narcan, which is pretty cool. But Diastat, right? So I go to the home, I'm checking, where's the Diastat kept? Is it stored safely? Do you know how to administer it? Do you know how long you should wait until you have call 911. And this is all based on doctor's order. So we get our care plan and we confer with doctors, confer with each other to make sure, okay, this is what's best for this patient. Yeah, dear YouTube, I hope you're enjoying my video so far. I just wanted to pop in to say that we don't only have skilled nursing cases. So me talking about a kiddo who has like seizure disorder, or like a baby with a trach and a G-tube, or a baby on a ventilator or something like that, those would be like skilled nursing cases. And we definitely have a bunch of those, but we also have HHA cases as well, which are lighter loads. They are patients who are like, maybe they have like a behavioral health issue, or like maybe they're like autistic, they're nonverbal, they need help with like toileting and stuff like that. We have like those kind of cases as well. And for those, we'll have like a CNA, HHA, a parent, something like that, who is caring for them. It would not be a nurse on those cases. And so I supervise those as well and make sure that they're on point with everything that they need to know for safety of the patient, and with documentation and stuff. But yeah, additionally, we do our own assessment when we're in home of the patient. We're checking skin, making sure there's no lesions, making sure that everything is up to standard of what it should be, making sure the feeds are good. Like, we're checking everything, like just making sure. And this is every 60 days. And also the care plans I mentioned, we make those. I don't know why I said we get them. We make them, child. That's part of my job description. We basically build them and we get them signed, like doctor's script signed from the physician's office. But if there's a medication change, we're making that order. Like, we're creating that and stuff like that in the system. So yeah, it's busy, but it's cool. And then just make sure that it gets implemented. So it's definitely different, and I really enjoy this role. I wish that there were more like babies, because that's what got me in the first place. You know, I love my babies. But it's been nice working with children as well. I do have a lot of like patients between 2 and like 11. But my like little 2, 3, 4, 5-year-olds, they are a hoot. They are very fun. I get kicked in the face every now and then, but you know, it's all good. It's all good and fun. They say the darndest things, which is something I'm not used to. I'm used to no communication, no interaction with my NICU babies. They're not talking, obviously. They might cry, but they're not doing anything else. So having like a 3-year-old tell me my stethoscope is ugly, like that's like, it's a very different dynamic, but it's fun. That's my current role. I am a clinical nursing supervisor. And yeah, it's been nice. Definitely a nice change of pace as well. I don't work any weekends, I don't work any nights, and I don't work any holidays, which was like something major for me that was starting to get to me with hospital work, where they mandate you to work overnight, they mandate you to work weekends, and they mandate you to work on holidays and stuff like that. And I'm getting old, y'all. I'm about to be 30 soon. I'm just getting to a place in my head where it's like, you know, once I have children and stuff, I don't want to be missing special events. I don't want to miss holidays. I'm back in the Philadelphia area, which is where a lot of my family is located. I don't want to miss holidays. I don't want to miss like quality time, or, you know, maybe we're having a pool party or whatever it may be. Like, I want to miss those things, which always happen on the weekend. And it seemed like for a long time I missed a whole lot of stuff because I was always working. It got to a place where I was like, I think living life is like more important than like working. You know, just that simple. And so this work-life balance definitely is much better for me. My coworkers are great. I love my coworkers. We work as a team, and it's been like really nice. But yeah, so that's like my nursing update, guys. My nursing update. A quick one too. I like looked into travel nursing for a little bit. It's been like such a headache trying to get my nursing license for New York State. I put it in like a year ago, August 2023 is when I put it in officially. I was on the phone on hold with them for like 3 hours yesterday. It's like such a mess. So my New York and my California license I've been waiting for 25 of them years, but my New York should be coming through. I just got to confirm that everything that they want is in, and they're just processing and yada yada yada. So the New York one should be coming in any time now. Cali, not so sure, but who knows at this point. I think I definitely missed that space where I was thinking like I'd take a contract for like 10 weeks or something like that, because now I'm just like, I'm kind of settled. I want to be in one place. I'm tired of moving. I've been telling y'all that. Been moving every year since I was 18. I'm done. Okay, I'm tired. It's been a long 12 years of that. So yeah, that's like my quick little 1-2 update. I know that was a little bit all over the place as well. If you have any questions, make sure you comment them down below. But yeah, it's been, I'm still a nurse, y'all. I'm still out here grinding and you know, nursing and things like that, but it's just a whole different lifestyle. I'm not bedside anymore. I don't miss beds. I mean, I miss bedside every now and then. Every now and then I feel like I'm gonna pick up a little PRN. I do, I'm not gonna lie to you. But for the most part, I'm very happy with this transition into leadership. I love educating. I love being in charge of people. I like being in charge of people. That's a fun thing for me in terms of, I feel like I actually have a say and a positive effect on positive change. I love that. So that's been where we are. Okay, all right. So I'm very awkward right now because I haven't done a video in 45 years, but so all right. So that's where we reached. That is where we are right now. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I know this was a quick one, but definitely just wanted to check in and give you guys a little update. And I will catch you guys in my next video. Make sure you comment down below if there's anything specifically you have a question about or you want to update on, and I will make sure to get it in my next video. All right, look more. I'll see you in my next videos and love you guys. I hope you guys been good. Look more.